Welcome to Raw History, where we cut through romanticization and speculation to show you the unfiltered reality of human history. In 2021, researchers at the University of Groningen used dendrochronology and a cosmic radiation spike from 993 CE to prove that Vikings were actively cutting trees in North America during the year 1021 CE, providing the first exact date for European presence in the Americas. Up to 100 Norse explorers, both women and men, felled trees at Meadows in Newfoundland to build their settlement and repair their ships. This archaeological breakthrough confirmed what Icelandic sagas had claimed for centuries. But it raised a profound question. How did Norse sailors navigate thousands of miles across open ocean without magnetic compasses, accurate maps, or any modern instruments? The voyage from Norway to Greenland covered roughly 900 nautical miles of treacherous North Atlantic waters. From Greenland to North America added another 450 nautical miles. Vikings made these crossings repeatedly for decades, establishing trade routes that connected 3 continents. They accomplished this using a sophisticated navigation system that synthesized celestial observations, natural phenomena, crystalline optics, and generations of accumulated knowledge. Vikings developed these rudimentary written sailing directions known as leading books or routiers. These described coastal features, safe harbors, and potential hazards along common trade routes. They even included estimated travel times between key locations based on typical sailing conditions. However, the primary method was oral tradition. They passed down detailed descriptions of routes through generations, often using poetic forms and mnemonic devices to help memorize complex sailing directions. Young sailors would apprentice with experienced navigators, learning through direct observation over many voyages. The knowledge was practical rather than theoretical, built on accumulated observations about what worked and, well, what led to disaster. Every successful crossing added to this collective wisdom, while every shipwreck provided cautionary lessons. Integrating knowledge was absolutely central to the Viking wayfinding tradition. What really set Viking navigation apart was its holistic system, drawing together a wide range of information sources. Norse sailors, combined observations from the position of the sun, patterns of the stars, the optical properties of crystals, the behavior of birds, the locations of whales, the movement of ocean swells, the direction of the wind, the color of the water, the shapes of clouds, as well as the sounds and smells around them, and of course, all the route knowledge they'd built up over time. This approach demanded, a profound environmental awareness and some pretty remarkable pattern recognition skills. Interestingly, computer simulations that tested these Viking navigation methods showed that when navigators took Sunstone readings at intervals of 3 hours or less, ships made landfall between 92 and 100% of the time. What's more, the real key to successful voyages was to use the Sunstone for an equal number of morning and afternoon readings, because, you see, morning readings could make ships drift too far north, while afternoon readings might send them too far south. The Viking navigation system had built-in redundancy, which was absolutely vital for survival at sea. If clouds blocked out the sun or stars, sailors could rely on birds and the direction of ocean swells to guide them. If fog rolled in and reduced visibility, the sounds and smells of the sea might indicate how close they were to land, and if the Sunstone was damaged or lost, star navigation could step in during clear nights. This clever redundancy is a big part of why Vikings were able to maintain their Atlantic trade routes for generations, despite facing some of the world's most unpredictable weather. The achievements of the Vikings really show us that effective navigation depends more on environmental connection than on technological sophistication. Their methods worked because Norse sailors developed a sensitivity to environmental patterns that, honestly, most modern people just don't notice. This perspective, it challenges our assumptions about progress, hinting that Ancient peoples sometimes developed abilities we've since lost. These days, interest in Viking navigation goes beyond just historical curiosity. Their techniques can actually offer insights for emergency navigation when electronics fail, for more sustainable maritime practices, and for those bigger questions about human perception and environmental awareness. And, scientists studying the polarization properties of calcite have gone on to develop applications for detecting atmospheric pollutants, improving camera sensors, and even creating backup navigation systems for aircraft. If this deep dive into verified Viking navigation methods has expanded your understanding of medieval maritime history, do consider subscribing to Raw History. We're dedicated to presenting evidence-based historical research, all drawn from archaeological discoveries, primary sources, and scientific studies. Feel free to share this video with anyone fascinated by the remarkable feats achieved by ancient peoples through ingenuity, careful observation, and deep environmental knowledge. The past, after all, contains genuine wonders that need no embellishment, especially when we take the time to examine the actual evidence.